that should put in a lower swing right now. That's what I'd be looking for on that, is a lower swing. Getting down below this level right here, lower pivot, if you will. Over here, the ES is still struggling to continue its move down. The structure of the ES is a mess. Oops, I have to stop on. Oops, it just got long. Okay, I'm out of that. Okay, I'm out of that. Okay, turn the last one. Okay, I'm out of that. All right, guys, it is 10:19. There's the ES off the ribbon that you'd think would work out to be pretty good. The NQ is moving up right now, and the ES is moving down. Now, Mark, this is one of those things that you were talking about when we had that meeting last week, where sometimes it looks like the NQ is going to just keep running and running and running. And that's 8, 12, 16, 18 ES ticks. Where it ran right through on the ES up to this level, it just stopped right here. And it ran right through on the NQ up to that level, and it just stopped right there on the ES. Again, you just got to trade what's in front of you. That's not going to happen every time. But yeah, I see what you were talking about. You were talking about that, right? All right, so we just barely put in a lower swing on that. These are much bigger and fatter little arrows on the NQ. I screwed those up and made those the wrong size. I wonder if that's what I did. Because they should be smaller arrows, it seems like. The NQ did give another trade right here. I didn't get into it, but it was right here. Gold actually gave a trade over here. Not this one off the ribbon because the black was out of the green, but this one right here with the arrow was a good trade on gold. Crude oil is actually, if the crude puts in a lower swing, that would be a good thing. Here we want to see this go down just a little bit lower on the NQ, the market structure. Right, see it's weakening right there. That's what it looks like to me. It's weakening. It gave the trade. So if you took it, you want to see it get down below this level right here. Right. Now the fact that the below this level is closer than the below this level from here to here means that the market is weakening. Okay, it's a trade. So you took it. Bump to stop. Mine's at break even. Mine's at +4. Mine's at +12. Mine's at +20. 25. Okay. All right, and look at this nice move down right here. The ES is looking good too. Everything's coming together really nicely here. The NQ is going to give it another nice trade right here, I think. There it is. And so you got to bump that stop to break even. Here it is. 64. 16 ticks right there. Okay. Put these last couple of arrows on here. Okay. Oops. I left my stop on there. Just put me along. I'm flat on that. All right. The ES has gone up into the overbought. It's going to give us a trade here if it pulls back. This is that same thing you were talking about right now, Mark, happening over again. If we get the down closer on the ES, it would do that, pulling that out of the overbought. So get ready for that to happen right here, I would think, if it's going to happen. What was the number I said on the right, the ES did not get pulled out of the overbought yet, guys, so you don't have a trade there yet. It was in the 30s, right? Wasn't it? On the NQ. This is going to pull it out of the overbought. I think there it is on the ES. So here is the trade on the ES. And I really don't have any idea where that's going to go right now. It's not really giving us anything good to work with. The DOM is suggesting it's going to pull back some. So we've got to get our stop to break even after 4 ticks in profit here. We get 4 ticks, which we haven't yet. 2, 3, 4. Stop to break even. Okay. It's looking like it's gonna not go down right now. It's gonna have some kind of a retracement, is what it's looking like to me. Write that down. All right. So crude oil, I don't have any trades here on crude yet. That is my problem right now. Reminder to everyone, I do not have a phone right now. So Daniel's not in here. Marco, are you in here? You could let Daniel know that I don't have a phone because he usually texts me. Oh, Marco's not in here either. Huh? That's funny. Our Swedish representation is missing today. We're just going flat here on the NQ right now. You want to stay away from that, stay away from the ES, and probably the crude oil too. Everything. The gold gave enough to get the stop to break even, did not put in a higher swing. So probably just want to wait. Right. I know. That's what I said to Jada this morning when I was walking around. I didn't have my phone in my hand. Normally I have it in my hand because people text me last minute stuff first thing in the morning, and I said, "Baby, why don't you give me your phone? I think I'm gonna break it for the weekend." Don't have any phones. Don't have anything. And then she reminded me of a horrific event that we have to host that I didn't know about until this morning. Horrific event. I'm sorry, I make it sound so bad. My mother-in-law's birthday. This was a decent trade to get into right here. I didn't do anything with it. But let's go back and look at this on the big picture. But I was looking at a little while ago. This is a leg up on the bigger leg down, I think. Right. Remember, I was looking for it to get all the way down to here. Once it started moving down off of this level up here, I was looking for it to get below this one. Once it got below that one, I was looking for a fast move all the way down to here. But now that we stalled out here, after we got down below this level, and we stalled out right here, let's look back over here and see. Do we have any reason for it to stall out right there? Not really. And the last bounce went all the way back up. So if we keep going up from right here, we'll probably go up to the high of the day again. See how we're jammed in right here? In the bigger picture, we're back in that same place that I drew this morning, when we were going up, down, up, and now we went down, up, and now we're in this spot right here, where it's in here right now. We're in that spot, but we got up a little bit above it, so we had that area right there, and so now we're in here. And so if we continue up, if we get up above this level right here and stay up above that level, we should get up to this level up here, is what I'm thinking, right? So if we manage to get up above and stay up above 805, then we'll probably get up to the high of the day again, is what I'm thinking. But again, just trade what's in front of you. And the long-term direction is giving you what? I'm just giving you areas that it should go to, or areas to watch out for. You know, the trades are just triggering in here, and they're all looking good. We didn't put in a higher swing from this one, but we did put in a higher swing from that one. So the ES is looking okay right here. I took it. Here it is. It's looking okay for the push up. We get one more. There it is. Okay, and that should go up here to 67. Right. So if it gets up to 67, that'd be 17 ticks. I'm gonna lock in 2, and there it is, 17 ticks. Okay. Now this did put it in the higher swing right here. I know this one didn't, but this one right here did put it in the higher swing. So I was looking for it to come back and bounce off the ribbon. That's what I was looking for on that one. And that was 17 ticks. Let me fix that too. Now it's doing, the NQ is doing what I was thinking. It's probably gonna go up to the high of the day. It had to get up above what I said just a minute ago. Didn't I say I had to get up above what I said? I'll write this stuff down. 80, I think is what I said, wasn't it? Oops. Go back. I don't know. Where is the high of the day? Oh, we're getting up above there anyway. And if we stay up above here, we should have a run to the high of the day. That is what I'm thinking about, the NQ. All right. So we're going flat right here. We're going flat right here. We're not going to have a trade on the ES. We do have one right now on the NQ. I'm not in. This should have put in a higher swing back here. It didn't. So I'm not doing anything right now. And for the record, even after my stop outs, I'm sitting with +1 tick in gold, plus 129 on the NQ, and plus 61 on the ES. No trades at all on crypto. Alex, were you able to do all that stuff? It's pretty easy. You just do the download of the NT8 file, and then go to tools, import NinjaScript add-on, and when it opens this window up in a minute, here it is. It is going to be this one here, the TIQ NT8 file. Just load that one up. Okay, that'll load everything you need. Okay, I'm not in anything right now, but you can see the ES and the NQ just had more trades right there. And the NQ put in a higher swing. It's going to give another one off the ribbon right here. So I'm going to take that if we can get it on the NQ. Then I'm close. Still going to look for it. Now I'm not looking for it anymore. I don't think it's going to give a trade here because the black's going to get into the red. But Mark, this is the same thing happening with the ES NQ again. It's just now it's bullish instead of bearish, the way it was a few minutes ago. So watch for the ES to give us a nice trade right here. 68.75 up to 70.75 on the ES right now. Right now it's going to be 68.50 up to 70.50 on the ES here. Is that still there? That's 25. Okay, now it's pulling back a lot deeper. 67.75 to 69.75. Now it's changing. Now we're going to need this to come up out of the oversold, and we may not get a trade here. 66.75 to 68.75. 25. It's going to happen pretty much now if it's going to. If this bar closes down, then it's not going to happen. And that is 66 up to 68 now. I think it's going to close down, disqualify everything. It did. Okay. So cancel that. Now watch for the big run. It did disqualify it though. You see how the black line right there got into the red? That's what disqualified it from having the arrow. Just for market structure's sake, it's going to get up above 73.75 now on this run back up while this moves up into the overbought. Okay, so Adam, I know you're just watching, but in the lesson plan, day 5 is just trading, right? At 11 o'clock, which is in 26 minutes, if you want from 11 to 11:25, I will slow down and we can talk over any questions that you have that you've gotten written down in between now or at the beginning of time until now. Beginning of time, as you know it, with my trading IQ. All right. On the gold, if we get a pull out of the overbought here, we're gonna have a trade there on the gold. All right. So I only have one tick on gold so far. I don't have anything on crude oil. You know, I haven't had the YM up in a little while either. I'm gonna bring that up. Just so I don't have another zero in that column. We're not gonna get traded on the gold. The NQ is leading the way down here for the indices. The ES has got long-term direction right here, but it's trading below the BBC, so we're not gonna have a trade there. And we got down. I'm just looking left to see where we have to go to really have another big leg down. It's gonna get all the way down to here. 91. See, on the move up from here to here, the retracement should be about right here, in this area right here. Again, just trade what's in front of you. We're gonna have a short here if we get a down close and it pulls it out of the oversold like that. I mean, overbought, not oversold. Sorry, stop to break even on that. Minute 02. Stop to plus a point. And stop to plus. It was on 97, so that was 5 points. Okay. Watch for another one here. It's got to pull up into the overbought to give us an arrow, or just get up into the ribbon and give us a close. Now we're up there. We could have another one right now. There it is. And that is out of the ribbon. That's a higher probability one. Hang on. Crap. Hang on. There. All right. I shorted it now. There. Stop to break even. And I'm on a break even on that. The reason I said crap was because I had the stop on from the last one. And when I went to go short, I was actually going in the wrong direction. But let me move this over here. We had one of those there and a yellow one there. All right. The gold needs to go down just a little bit lower, put in a lower swing, but you see everything's getting down into the overbought area here. We want to see this red line get all the way down into the oversold. Sorry, down into the overbought, down into the oversold. That's what we want to see over there. Okay. It's weird not having my phone on my desk at all right now. You know, I usually set my alarm on my phone to get up in the morning. We didn't come out of the overbought. The black line is not in the green, so there's no reason to trade the NQ right here. Okay. All right. It is now 10:39. 10:39. We have 45 minutes left, roughly. And currently, we've been all over the place on the NQ. We've been up as high as we are right now. We're at the high of the day right now at 154, but we started out, we got down to 16 at one point. And on the ES, we're at 61. So the ES has been all wins so far. The NQ's been back and forth a little bit. And gold, we just have the one trade with the one tick. The NQ, I've had 1, 2, 3 stop outs on the NQ. That's there's a trade there on the NQ. I'm not touching my mouse right now, so I didn't put it on. I'm just watching. It did put in a lower swing. If we were to look at the bigger picture on that, I think it's got a ways to go on the downside. The ES is looking pretty good there too, if we get the pullback here on the ES. And Mark, going back to what you were saying, this was the pullback here, and this was the pullback here. I know you said that last week, but was it that I said, as I see it, I'll tell you about it? As I see it, I'll say something about it. Because you were the one who was actually telling me about it. I wasn't telling you. You were telling me. I don't know. Steven S. Right. I'm just going down this. Okay, there are people who are in here for the first time today. Let me go through something here with you guys, right? Because this is just going to be a whole bunch of trading and not a whole bunch of anything else. We have a lesson plan, and if you're in here for the very first time today, like Rupesh, I see you're in here for the very first time today. And anybody else that is in here for the very first time, we have a lesson plan. You are on day 5 of the lesson plan. Day 1 begins on Monday. So if you're in here today for the first time, we'll start you over again on Monday. Okay. And on Monday, these are the things I want to go over: the bar types, range charts, tick values, DT Pro versus Ninja versus TradingView, up closes, down closes, support, resistance, trends, trend trades, counter trend trades, all that. On day 2, the BBC, the ribbon, the context, bar colors, red, white, and blue. On day 3, the slingshot, divergence, separation within the slingshot, leg lengths. On day 4, which was yesterday, the DOMs, the different DOMs that I'm using, DT Pro, Ninja, and TradingView DOMs, and the weekly trading zones. You see me referring to those on DT Pro. And on day 5, which is today, just using all the skills that I taught over the week and just putting trades on. That's what I'm doing today. All right, so if you get in here on day, so if you get in here on day 5, then we'll start you over again on day 1, Monday. Right, and if you came in on day 3, then we'll start you over again on day 1 on Monday. Okay. But if you came in on day 2, then on day 2, I cover day 1 and day 2 kind of at the same time. Day 3, 4, and 5, we'll start you over again on Monday. Look for the down close here on the NQ. That is off the ribbon. Okay, that is not an arrow trade because we didn't get into the overbought, right? But it is a ribbon trade. And excuse me. There, I just threw my stop and break even on it. There it is. Okay, I was waiting. Plus 4 ticks. Okay, so now if it pulls back up and gets into there, we didn't put in a lower swing. But it's still a valid trade. This one did not hit the ribbon, so it's not a valid trade. We want to see it pull all the way back and give us a little bit more something. That was actually a blue trade, not a yellow trade. Blue. Okay. I'm gonna be cautious about taking the yes right here. Okay, I think we're due for a pullback right here. The crude oil, I still don't have a single trade in crude, so one of these times I'm gonna be alert and take one of those trades. All right, so for those of you guys who are new in here, every bar you see in here is a range bar. On the NQ, I use a 16 tick range bar, so every bar you see on the NQ chart is 16 ticks high. These other 3 charts here are all 7 tick range bars, so every bar you see on these 3 charts, they're all 7 ticks high. And with a 7 tick range bar, the stop is at 10 ticks, and I move the stop to break even after I get 4 ticks in profit, and then I trail the stop to take profit, to exit the trade. With the NQ, the stop is at 20 ticks, and I move the stop to break even after I get 8 ticks in profit. Okay, and all this information is here. If you're in here for the very first time, you should go to mytradingiq.com. Right here, sign up for the trading platforms. Or sign up for the trading. Click on trading platforms. Whatever trading platform you have. We do DT Pro. What I'm doing in here mostly is TradingView. DT Pro is the other one that I keep bringing over and showing you where the weekly trading zones are. Those are on DT Pro. TradingView is what I'm trading in right here. All this stuff that you see me doing right now. And we have NinjaTrader. I brought that over and showed weekly trading zones on NinjaTrader too. So we have those 3 platforms. You can take the trial in all 3 of them if you want. You can take the trial in 2 of them if you want. If you have NinjaTrader and you want to take a look at TradingView, let us know. It's a pretty easy process to do. Just watch the videos. The videos give you all the information you need to actually get the trading platform. So for anybody who is in here for the first time, this is for you guys. You should really pay attention to this, like Rupesh. You want to make sure you get the charting platform downloaded. Right? Get the charting platform downloaded so you have it to look over the weekend. You want to play with it over the weekend? Do that. And for TradingView, well, for all of them anyway, the trade rules are right here. But for TradingView, these are the rules. Now, for all of them, the risk management and the trade exit are the same. For TradingView, the entry point is a little bit different because we have some things on TradingView that we don't have on the other ones. So these are the rules for the entry on TradingView. For all of them, this is the risk management and the trade exit. And these are the rules for the entry on DT Pro and NinjaTrader. Okay. See, we don't have the context, those background colors and stuff like that. We don't have that here. And the slingshot is different on DT Pro and Ninja. We don't have the ultimate slingshot. I could put the ultimate slingshot on DT Pro and Ninja, and that might be helpful over there for you guys. But think about that. But yeah, so every trade has only 3 parts, and you have to master them all before using real money. Okay, master them all in demo. But there's the entry, the risk management, and the exit. These are the rules for the entry. These are the rules for the risk management, depending on what time frame you're in. 7 tick, 10 tick, 16 tick, or 20 tick. I'll add some more to that this weekend. I'll add like a 4 and a 2 on that also. The DOM I'm using, I'll show you the DOM that's in TradingView, Adam, in just a second. Okay, I'll show you that. and I'll show you. It's got advantages and disadvantages. But the thing about the DOM and TradingView is you're one layer away from another. You're just an extra layer away from actually the exchange. Right? But I'll show it to you, and you can see it. Anyway, this is the exit. Right? These are the rules for the exit. So I look at 3 different things to exit a trade to get the most out of a trade. They're all listed right here. When I put a trade on, depending what time frame I'm in, this is how I move my stop to break even and get the risk off the trade. And these are the rules for putting the trade on. Okay, right there. It's all spelled out for you. So the DOM, let me put this in a paper trading mode right here. Okay, and I'll show you. Okay, so this is what the DOM looks like for TradingView. All right, now, as you can see, I don't have the depth of market in the DOM. All you have is top of book. So that's this stuff right here. I'm going to do it on a slower market than the NQ. So all you have is top of book right here. This is the bid and the ask. If I bring over an ES DOM, you can see the same information is right here, but I have the depth of market with the ES that I pay for. I don't have that here with TradingView. This information that's in here, you don't know how to use it yet, but it's really good information to have. Okay, and I'll teach you how to use that information, but it's like an extra $30 a month to have that information, and you want to have that. Now, this layer right here, if I were to connect to my TradingView to my StoneX account, I click on this DOM, it puts an order on this DOM, and then it goes to the exchange. Okay, so you see there's a level here. It goes from this one, then to the exchange. But if I don't use this one, and I just use this one, just go straight from here to the exchange. So I take out that extra layer of possible disconnect and complexity. And not only that, with TradingView, with this, I can put like a buy stop limit is 1 mouse click to put that buy stop limit. And it's got my stop set, it's got my buy stop limit set. That's 1 mouse click to put that on. And you see my stop is set. I put that in there. Now with TradingView, you can do a buy stop limit and a sell stop limit and stuff. So you do like a buy stop limit like this, but you see it's more than 1 mouse click. Now we're looking at a couple of mouse clicks, and that put me long. It did put me long 2 right now over here. And you see it doesn't put a stop on it for me. What it does is it sticks this over here, so I have to move this around to put my own stop on. After the fact, then I put a stop on, and then I can put a target on like that. But it doesn't put it on automatically for me. Okay, yeah, so there's all kinds of issues that you can have with this, especially if you're in fast markets, really fast moving markets. Then when you put a trade on, you set the thing in here. If you go to trading in here, like I have instant order placement check. If I uncheck that and I do this, and now I click here, then I got to go in here and fill this out every time. Like how many mouse clicks is that? There's 1, 2. Change this to be 10, or well, in this case, to be 20. Change that to be 20. Then how many things did I have to do there to put a stop on, to put a trade on with a stop on? And now you got the stop here, and you can move the stop around, but every time you move it, you got this. Every time you move it, you got that. So there's a lot of things, and all these moving parts that you do here, they have to go down to the next layer, to the next layer. Okay, so you can use this if you want to. The thing is, TradingView is not a brokerage. They're a charting platform. So what they're trying to do with all this is encapsulate everything that all these brokers down here at the bottom, all these guys, well, there's like 50 of them down there. But let me sign off of this for a second. Oops, I didn't sign off of that. I meant to sign off of that. Let me go over here. I think it's in here. I signed off of that. Yeah. Like all these guys down there, and they're adding new ones every week. It seems like. The last I counted, there were over 40 different brokers you could use down here. And we use StoneX, and StoneX actually has a couple other ones that they own in here, like forex.com is one, and then down here toward the bottom it was City Index is one, and there was another one that they owned down here. You can connect all these brokers to it, so they try to make their DOM something that's going to encapsulate all the things that you can do with all these other companies' DOMs. And I mean, they're all basically trying to do the same thing. They're trying to give you the same functionality, but they got to make it generic enough so that you'll be able to do it with all these other companies, and it's going to somehow translate into something that can be done on their side. So you got all these clunky things that you do with this, and then you got all the layers of complexity in between. So what I would suggest is get your account with your broker. You know, if you have, like, even if you have NinjaTrader and you want to use this stuff that we have going on TradingView charts that we don't have going on NinjaTrader, you know, trade on your NinjaTrader DOM, just chart with TradingView. TradingView charts are cheap enough, you know, for like, I think $35 a month, you can get real-time data and these charts that you're looking at right here for like $35 a month through TradingView. That's real-time data and the charts, right? We don't get any of that. It's, you know, $35 a month, and that's it. Wait. There is something I have to show you. I said we don't get any of that. To be absolutely, totally transparent, we do get something. You do too. If you use this to sign up for TradingView, then we get like 30 coins or something like that, and you also get the 30 coins. That's what it says, I think. You get it, and we get the same amount of coins the first time you sign up. And I still haven't figured out what those coins are for, but I think they're for like a free month of TradingView or something like that. They go toward it. But that's if you use this. If you don't use that, you sign up for TradingView, then it's, you know, I said I put down here that you might get a discount. Use this link to get started. Send us to, did I say? I didn't say you might get a discount on this one, but somewhere I wrote down that you might get a discount because it does offer a discount. But to get the really good discount, the process that I went through, I signed up for it. I signed up for the monthly plan, and then I signed out of the monthly plan. And that's when they offered me a discount. When I went to sign up again, that's when they offered me like a 50% off discount to sign up for the annual plan. Because I went back and looked at the history of that account. It's not the one that I'm using in here. It's not this account. It's a different account. But they offered me 50% off when I went to sign back up. So I think after I went in and signed up for the monthly, then I canceled the monthly, and then I went in. They wanted to pull me back in. So it was part of their thing to pull you back in. I'm not exactly sure what the steps are for that, but that's what I had to do. Okay. The NinjaTrader stuff, Adam, I would say, I honestly, I don't know. The NinjaTrader, you got to pay for a couple of things. One, you got to pay for your data, and two, you have to pay for the charting platform itself. The charting platform itself is way more expensive than TradingView, and the data is more expensive than the TradingView data, and you have to learn a whole different set of bells and whistles. I like all the bells and whistles. Well, I don't like all of them. You know, some of the bells and whistles NinjaTrader has, but I don't like their DOM. And yeah, I know, Dwayne. I saw that. It doesn't write it very well, though. I watched some of that.
Look at the example I just sent you.
Okay, is it a YouTube thing?
No.
Okay, I did watch one on YouTube that did it, but yeah, I will look at it. I'll look at it in a few minutes. Well, later.
Yeah, whenever you have time, no rush. Just
well, yeah, I know it can do it.
I just wanted you to see it.
But it can do it in Ninja too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so for anybody who's in here for the first time, I just want to go through all that stuff. Your slingshot is missing from your gold chart. Oh, and if you double click up on the top like that, see, it just made mine go away. Double click again, that's a left click. Double click, double click. Okay, it'll probably come back up.
And Jody is having issues with his arrows not being on his on his crude chart.
Okay.
Well, good
Jody,
morning to
not
you,
having
my
it
lady.
on the crude chart. I
Good
know.
morning,
I
gentlemen.
know.
Do you have to put your head like in a trash can, or you sound odd?
That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Are you in
yes.
the bathroom? Like in the stall?
No. Just
Good to hear
no
you.
headset.
All right.
Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, we haven't heard your voice in a long time. So Jody, on crude, you're having trouble with the arrows. You gotta set your context on crude be 0.01, the sensitivity for the context. It has to be 0.01, and you gotta actually turn the arrows on. You gotta make sure that down here you have the arrows turned on. Okay. The momentum arrow and the overbought or sold arrows. And then in here, your sensitivity should be set to 0.01 for crude. Okay. Do you have this done too? Because if you don't have that done, it's 0.35 by default, and you're not going to have any arrows with 0.35. See, they all just went away. The default is for the ES, really. Okay. Do we do it over the weekend? No, we don't. I mean, you can contact us over the weekend, but we're not going to do anything. Like, we don't have any scheduled live events or anything like that. But, you know, well, as long as I get my phone today, as long as I go and get my phone today, then you'll be able to contact me over the weekend. But if I don't get my phone, then, you know, probably out of luck. You can email me. But we are available. You know, it was funny, Adam, the first time we talked, and you were surprised that we actually had, because I had those meetings with those other guys, and you said, oh, you actually do follow up with the people after. Yeah. What do you want to see, Jody? Go in here to the context, go to TIQ context, go to inputs, and down here at the bottom, 0.01, 0.01. Got that? You did no help. All right, then go out here, Jody. Go out here to mytradingiq.com. Go to trade rules. Click on this right here. That's going to bring up a copy of what I have. Okay. If I save this right now, I save that right now, it will bring up an exact copy of what I have running right here. Okay, go do that. It's going to say copy. It's going to be read only, and it's going to say copy in the right hand corner here. Click on the word copy, and then it'll prompt you to give it a name. And give it a name, and then you'll be able to draw on it and move stuff around. But it should be a copy until you do that. Right? It'll be a read-only copy until you do that. But go to the trade rules right here at the bottom of the trade exit. It says right here. See the URL on that? That is the same as this URL right here. Right, there's an NQ short right there off the ribbon. I thought that was going to stop me out. It almost did. It almost stopped me out. There, that one did. Okay, now it did stop me out. Now it'll probably give the arrow with it because we're in the overbought right now. So now it's going to give the arrow. And that's going to be your highest probability trade right there with the arrow off the ribbon. Let me take off those last 20 ticks. Hold on. Okay. All right. So on this one, if you took it with the arrow, you stop should go on a break even. You have a chance to get it even in there. It's going to throw another arrow on here. We'd look for that to put a lower swing in here. Let me put the red thing over there because I stopped out on this one. Did that work for you, Jody? Yeah, you can do that anytime, Jody. But you gotta be careful for what you wish for, because sometimes, you know, over the weekend, like I might be working on this on my laptop downstairs and I'll have this all screwed up and you'll see, and there'll be things all over the place. But I try to fix it before I get back on Monday. All right. Well, it's 11:04. We got about 20 minutes left in here before I fill out the spreadsheet. Can fill it out with what we got so far for today. Today is 324. We know that much. And today we got the gold in 3 and 2 trades, and we're at $330 contract. So we can put that much in. All right, let's look at the NQ on a little bit bigger picture here again and see what's happening. It's giving us a long trade right in here. So we got up to here, down to here, and now we're just wiggling around in the middle of it all. All right, now this is gonna make for an ugly end to the day, I think. The long trade that triggered here, a minute, 650, that's 4 points, 5, 6, 7 points. Okay, and that was from right back here. All right, as it pulls back right here, hasn't hit the ribbon yet. Now it's hit the ribbon, so we just need the up close. It's not decent if we get an up close on this bar ribbon trade, not an arrow trade. This isn't really strong right here, the way that it closed up. Oh, good, it's not going to give us anything. Okay, it's not really strong right there, the way that it closed up, because it just barely put it in a higher swing. So it's not really showing any strength right. Now it's showing nothing. It's showing weakness overall. That's good. All right, you have a great one too, Adam. I have to delete a layout before we'll let you. Oh, too many layouts in there for your level. Okay, we can go to delete a layout. Just go in here and pick out one of these layouts. And I don't know how you actually delete a layout. If you right click on it, no, that doesn't work. I don't know how you delete a layout. Huh. I do load layout. Oh, here you go. If you do load layout, that's how you delete it, Jody, in case you were wondering. Click on the arrow, you do load layout, and then it lists them all. You just have to hit the X over here. So I can have unlimited layouts because I'm premium. So just click one of the X's here and it'll get rid of one of the other layouts. That's how you do it. Okay. Well, I wanted to see if it was intuitive for you, because if it wasn't intuitive for me, then I had to figure it out. And the way you actually said that, you have to delete a layout before it will let you. That sounded like you were having trouble deleting the layout. To me, that's what it sounded like. The NQ's got the short here, guys. Stop to post a point. I'm in at 88. There's 7 points. There's 10 points. 11, 12. It's 15, 16, 17, 18, it was 18, 19, 20. I think that was 20 right there. Okay. And that one was right here. 20 points. That's 80 ticks. Wow. That is a lot of ticks. So was it 20 points? I guess it was. There's another short right here. I'm not in this one. Still kind of catching my breath from the last one. All right. So on the gold, this is not a trade here. We didn't get an arrow, and it's not a trade because the black is not in the red. So I still have just my one trade on gold. I still have no trades on the crude, and there's another trade right here. It was pretty tempting on the NQ. I just took it, and here it is. I'm gonna lock in whatever that is, 0.75 again. Try to drop it to 12, and I think I got like 9. Okay, and do that right there. All right, so again, just go for the easy and obvious trades, guys. The easy and obvious trades. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. What time is it now? I'm tired. Oh, okay, so what was that number I said a little while ago? A little while ago, a long time ago, it seems like now, but well, I'm gonna put this on a bigger range. Let's put it on like a 50 range. There it is. This was the number I said way back at the beginning. This was the number I was talking about. 27.36. Remember I said from way up here to way down here. And we've done that whole thing today. You guys remember that when I said that at the beginning? All right, the NQ does have another short right here if you want to take it. It's not off the ribbon, so it's got a little more risk to it because it's not off the ribbon. I like the ones that are off the ribbon. Those are your highest probability trades. Or it's coming off an area of support. I mean resistance in this case. My stops are break even on it anyway. +4. We're in at 41. I'm gonna lock it in whatever that was. 41 down to 36. 5 more points. Right. It's not going to give a trade right here. So this is a big day this Friday. We're going to get a trade here. If we get it down close and it pulls out of the overbought, we're going to have a trade. Now it weakened right here a little bit on this push down, this last push down. It didn't put in a very deeper swing. You see that? And this is at a place where it should actually bounce right in here. From the bigger picture stuff. So there's the trade right there. I just took it. Let's see what we end up with. I'll stop out. That's what I was thinking we're going to end up with. That is what I thought we were going to end up with right there. Okay, let me draw that on there. Now you have a red one coming out of there. But I'm going to let that one go. I really didn't look beyond where we are right now on the downside with the NQ. I'm gonna look at a bigger time frame to do that though. This one on the NQ. Okay, so we're at the midpoint between these two weekly trading zones now. Okay, blow that up and you can see that right here. The midpoint between those two weekly trading zones is right here at 24. And then the next zone down is all the way down here at 673. So we'll see how it's going to work out here at the end of the day. But 24 is what this should go down to now, right? I stopped out on this one, so I didn't take that one. It did put in a little bit lower swing. We almost got down to 24 on that first push. We're not going to have a trade here. Actually, that is a trade right there. That was a regular ribbon trade right there. Okay, because we're off the ribbon. We're off the ribbon. We obviously have bearish separation up here, and the black line is in the red, squarely in the red. So here, I jumped on that one, and my stop is at break even, and I ended up with a break even. Look how thin the NQ is getting way down here. See how thin it's trading down here. That ended up being a break even on that one. I have a whole bunch of NQ trades today. All right, we didn't put in a lower swing on that, so we're not interested in this right here. Same thing over here with the ES. And we have about 10 minutes left in here, guys. Minutes. Yeah, that midpoint between the zones, I always think that that's an important place. I mean, it's almost important enough to call it another zone, really, mid-zone. But in every market, in every one of the markets where we have the weekly trading zones, it's like a zone junior. Something like that. Important places are always tested. So we're getting a little bit of a retracement here on the NQ. It's not really anything I want to trade right here. Okay. Still don't have a single trade on crude oil. So right now it is 11.16 and we are currently +1 on gold, +255 on the NQ, and +61 on the ES. Our high of the day we were just at 275, but then we stopped out. Don't even have my phone on my desk. It's like not having a watch on. But that would really be weird. I don't wear my watch today and I don't have my phone. I have no way to know what time it is. I have to use the compass in my truck. It's a sundial. All right. I really don't have anything that I want to trade right now. It's 11:17. We have 8 minutes left. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Anybody who's in here for the first time? Did you guys have any questions about anything? Glenn O. I'm just glancing over here and seeing names of people who are in here for the first time. You guys that have been in here all week, like Ricardo and Steven. You guys should have gotten an email telling you what it takes to become a partner. If you did not, then you should send me an email at support@mytradingiq.com or support@cfrn.net, and just put partner info in the header, and we'll send that information out to you again. Okay. All right. I really don't feel like trading anything right here. The markets they're kind of going flat. We're at the low that I expected to get to on the NQ, and the ES is bottoming out here too. I didn't really look at the ES in a bigger picture like I did with the NQ, but not as big of a picture. But if you look back, look left on the ES, we started out way down here, so the ES has still got some room to go down. Now remember what I said earlier about it being in a bugle, and it takes a lot to get out of that bugle. We have gotten out of that. That was this stuff before. I think we got out of it. Yeah, we just barely got to the bottom of it. But you need a lot of range to get out of it. And so the low of the day, way over here, 37.50. So we got some room to go down here on the ES. It's got some support right here that it's hit, and we're at that right now. If that support holds, then we'll get up here to 63. But no trades right here. Okay. If the gold were to pull back here and give us an opportunity to get the black line into the overbought, then I would look for a trade there. If the NQ pushes down a little deeper right here and gives us a pullback, I would look for another trade there. I'm not going to do anything with the ES and the crude oil. Nothing there either. Yeah, the NQ is just messing things up now, so we're not going to have anything. Does anybody have any questions right now? Anybody who's in here for the first time? Do you guys have any questions? Do you have your platforms downloaded? All that. This is an alert that I have on the 30-year bonds. It's telling me every time this goes out of the overbought in the 30-year bonds. I click on that. Oh, it doesn't show it in here. Okay, well, that's what it was. Anyway, that's what it was telling me. All right, so it looks like as the European markets come to a close here, we're not going to have much to work with the indexes. The gold, if we get a down close on the gold, then it pulls it out of the overbought right here, then we'd have a short there on the gold. It's going to be 95.8 down to 95.0. Crude oil is just flat right here. I really don't want to trade the crude. I still don't have a trade on the crude. I don't want to trade it too much all day. And the gold, that number is now a little bit different, isn't it? Yeah, 96 to the 95.2. Now, this has got to pull out of the overbought because the black is no longer going to be in the red. So it's got to pull out of the overbought for that to actually be a trade. So I'm being a little, maybe too proactive here by leaving the order on. All right. The NQ did not put in a lower swing on this last move down right here. I want to see it put in a lower swing on this move down before we get interested in that again. Okay. The gold could still trigger that trade here. We want to see that get out of the overbought. And there it is, out of the overbought. Okay. So the gold should at least get down to 94.6 right there. They're stopped to plus 2 ticks and about 2 ticks. Get down to 94.6. And I got another trade on the gold with just a little more profit. So I would look for it to get down to the swing low at 93.1. I don't see 94.6 is what the Dom was saying. Okay. That is what the Dom was saying. The NQ still has not put in a lower swing. Still waiting on that. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I'll show you right now. Well, it's time to do the spreadsheet anyway, just about. I'll just wait for another 30 seconds and I'll show you all this other stuff. Okay, if you're in here and it's your first day, the next session begins at noon, and to see the full scope of everything that we do, you should get into that session. Right, and then we have another one that begins at the end of that session at 12:45. 12:45, there's another one. Scott. That'd be great. I just want to go through some of the standing mechanics. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, the next session after that begins at 12:45. Actually, that's part of that session. At 12:45, I come in, I do a recap of everything that I've done in here. And then at 1 o'clock, I do a live stream on TradingView. Okay, to get into the live stream on TradingView, you just have to go here to TradingView.com. It'll be in upcoming streams down here, somewhere in here. I have to refresh this page. And it'll be in upcoming streams down here, this one right here. Click on that if you want to get into the live stream. We encourage you guys to get into the live stream and ask questions in there. If you want to see stuff like equities and cryptos and stuff like that, get in there and ask me questions about that. I'm happy to show you all that in there. Again, to get there, you go to TradingView.com and go to live streams, go to community and live streams. Right, it's going to be in the upcoming streams thing. That's at 1 o'clock Eastern. Now it is time to fill out the spreadsheet for today, and this number is going to be a big number, 255. And I believe that's, no, that is not the high of the day. That is pretty close to the high of the day, but not quite. We didn't trade the YM at all on crude oil. We didn't trade that at all, and we ended up with 3 ticks on the gold. And on the ES, we had 61 ticks here. Okay, so we had a big day, $2,000 bucks. We had 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24, 26 trades today. Okay, and this is an 18. And this becomes a 56 out of 57. And this becomes a 26. And this becomes a 404. And then you move down here, and this becomes a 57. This is a 56 out of 57, and this is a 404. Okay. So if you're going to read the spreadsheet, you got to read all the CTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today is the 24th day of March 2023. We made 255 ticks in the NQ. We made 3 ticks in the gold and 61 ticks on the ES. That puts it $2,067 per contract this morning. And today it took 3 minutes and 2 trades to get to the goal for the day. At that point, we're up $330, and it took a total of 26 trades. So on the month now, we're at $15,162. That's over 18 trading days, averaging $842 per contract per 2-hour trading day. On the year, we're now gotten our goal in 56 out of 57 days. We've gone 26 days since our last non-green day, and 404 days since our last red day. Those are business days. And on the year now, we're at $29,962. That's over 57 trading days, averaging $525 per contract per 2-hour business day. Again, right here is where you want to be if you were to quit trading when you got your goal for the day and you were to add 1 contract per month. So far this year, you would have only had to work 13.43 hours, and you would have averaged $1,099 an hour. That is what I did this year so far. Average $1,099 an hour, getting my goal for the day. Now, I mentioned the next session. To get into the next session, go here to mytradingiq.com. mytradingiq.com. And go down to the middle of the page where it says join our noon session, recap of live training and trade alerts. Click here. When you click there, you'll be brought to a little form to fill out. You only have to fill out that form once, and then you'll be sent a link to get into that session. Prior to that session, until you cancel, that session is free, so you can go to that session as long as you want. Okay. At the end of that session, we're going to do that live stream with TradingView. All right, so be able to go in here and do that live stream with TradingView, and that's it. Right, guys, that is everything that we got going on. So, that's it. If anybody has any questions, you can't text me right now, but normally I'd say you can text me at 617-943-3298. You can't do that right now because my phone's busted, but keep that number. You'll be able to do that by the end of the day. And all my contacts and everything are in my old phone. So everybody that texts me is going to have to put their name in there, because when I get my new phone today, I'm not going to be able to transfer any of the stuff out of the old phone right away. That's going to take a little more work. All right. So anybody that texts me anything is going to have to put your name in the text. All right. So I can start the contact list over there on my new phone. All right. That is going to be it. So I think maybe I'll have Val send out an email to everybody. I'll say, okay, everybody send me a text with your name in it so I can create my new contact list. We're not at that point yet. I'll be able to get it off my old phone. But anyway, if I don't talk to you in the next session or the session after that, or have any meetings with you this afternoon, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you all on Monday. All right. Thanks for coming today. Hopefully you all made some money. They did make it pretty easy today. Thanks, guys.